Hi there, Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 7 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Today I want to use a quote I found on Pinterest. You know, Pinterest is pretty cool with coming up with great quotes. There's no author here and I haven't been able to find the author, so if you know who it is, let me know. It goes like this. Ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets into them. Don't let what's around you get inside you and weigh you down. I really like that because it speaks to the difference between being in the world but not of it. You know, being able to be in the water but not let it get inside of us. There's a lot of stuff that happens around us that frankly we don't want to let in. Now a lot of people go, well, yeah, Bill, that's great. How do you do that? Well, I believe my system that combines neuroscience, mindfulness, and cognitive psychology is a wonderful way of doing this. I call it life from the top of the mind. For those of you who have been following my system and videos, you know a little bit about it. In order to keep the water from getting inside us, in order to keep the negative stuff around us from getting in us, we've got to stop the leak. And where the leak happens is what's called the limbic system. And the reason it lets stuff in is because its job in the past has been to keep us safe in fight or flight situation. So it's always worrying about what's going on around us. But the problem is we're almost never in a true fight or flight situation, and worry almost never serves us. But when we let all that worry in, it weighs us down. We could be worried about what someone thinks. We could be worried about whether we're good enough. We could be worried about our job or our friends or our relationships or the election or whatever, you know. But that worry is what weighs us down. So what we've got to do is plug the leak. We've got to make sure we have actually trained the limbic system to only let in data that is helpful, that allows us to be the person we want to be and create the life we want. Now, that takes practice and it takes training the limbic system to interpret life in such a way that it sends it up to the upper 80% of the brain. The data that it brings in, it sends it up to the upper 80% of the brain that has us actually feeling more buoyant versus weighed down. Accessing our clarity, confidence, creativity, all the qualities that help us create the life we want. So if you're interested in how to do that, this is what I do. I go around the world teaching my Life from the Top of the Mind method. I've got a book called Life from the Top of the Mind that you can get at my website or Amazon. It's a philosophy about how to retrain this limbic system, this scanner, processor, router part of the brain. So it only lets in data in a certain way and actually sends it to a very specific part of the brain. If you want more information about that, go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, or just Google Bill Crawford. I'll come up on the first page. Hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in. Plus, for those of you who don't get my weekly newsletter, I have a newsletter, an email I send out every week. It's free. If you want to receive that, where I send you one of my favorite quotes along with 2 or 3 paragraphs about how to apply that in life, all you got to do is go to the website, hit the subscribe button. Again, it's free, and I would love to send that to you. In the meantime, here's to you kind of floating above the water, not letting it get inside you. Here's to you bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity to everything you do. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.